Hello everybody and welcome back to WoW Classic. Robert Rambles here and thanks so much for joining me today. We're starting off again in Arathi and we are going to take on the Stones of Binding quest. Gather the Burning Key, the Cresting Key, and the Thundering Key from the Stone of West Binding, the Stone of East Binding, and the Stone of Outer Binding. Bring them to the Stone of Inner Binding. So we can do this. We know where all of these are at, because we've revealed them on the map. So we need to go first, we'll go to Outer Binding, and then we'll have to hit these far ones, the East Binding and the West Binding. So let's head out of Refuge Point to the Circle of Outer Binding. And I'm pretty sure that by the time we finish this quest, we'll have gained the last little bit of our level. I did a little bit of grinding out here. And I probably should have checked my bags because of that. So yeah, let's go ahead and sell everything. And now that we have bag space, we can properly begin. And we'll begin on a good foot. And so yeah, obviously did a little bit of grinding. And just trying to get us closer to our level, thinking that's going to make more quests available to us. And ultimately, level grinding in vanilla, it's something that you kind of do at some point. It could happen because you just run out of actionable quests. It could just be the way you like to level for a level or two. And really there's nothing wrong with running around and killing mobs for an hour, because at this level, like we've realized, we really need the stuff to vendor to gain gold. And again, getting a level or two from grinding is just going to put you ahead on questing, which is going to make sure that you have ample quests to do. And we're getting a little bit of gold. We're up to 10 gold. And, you know, if we continue to be judicious with what we train at the warrior trainer, hopefully we'll be able to hold on to that gold for a little while and start working towards our mount. So there's the key. We just have to clear our way in, basically. Shouldn't be too hard. Looks like there's somebody else in the area. We have a warlock somewhere. So we're not going to rend these guys anymore, obviously, because they are air elementals. And they don't give a crap about bleeding. And they're level 38, which is kind of at the high end of what we really want to take on right now, as we can see by our decreasing health. But as long as we're only dealing with one at a time, and we don't get jumped by respawns, we should be okay. Let's just grab this and get out of here. That would be the most effective thing to do. Alright, there's the Thundering Key. Let's head to the north and east. And we'll probably just take on anything that gets directly in our way, because most of this stuff is going to be pretty low level at this point. So pretty easy kills in this area for us. I was able to, it's a good place to grind when you can chain a bunch of kills together before you have to eat or bandage. So I was able to take on 4 or 5 mobs before I had to stop. It was a good place to almost finish out our level. Pretty excited. Today is October 31st, so it's Halloween. Just finished trick-or-treating, actually. And BlizzCon starts tomorrow. So that's very exciting. I'm really interested to see if they're going to do any announcements for Classic, if we're going to hear anything about maybe a Burning Crusade Classic, or some people have thought about Classic Plus, which would be a situation where they would create new content for Classic that was never before released. So that's the concept behind Classic Plus. But there's sure to be something. I don't know if it will be as big as announcing a Classic expansion or anything like that, because we know we're going to hear about 9.0. We're going to hear about the new expansion for retail. But I'm hoping there will be something interesting for Classic as well. But generally just a really exciting time. This guy's level 39. And he froze us in place, although that doesn't really seem to be too much to his benefit, since he doesn't also run away. Movement is slowed. Oh, time between attacks by 25%. That is not gonna be great for us. Maybe we'll only have to fight this one and we can grab this thing and be out of here. I definitely can't take on two of these guys. We have somebody back here. Another warrior. He's taking on two, and wow, what are we gonna do here? Let's hope this... Oh, we didn't get the execute. Whew. 189 health. Not where I want to be. Let's get this, and then let's bandage, but let's bandage away from these stone columns where we're likely to get respawns. Let's head out here. Let's bandage up. And then we have quite a run to, firstly, we're going to head all the way over to the Circle of West Binding. So let's be on with that. Looking ahead at things we could do next, I do plan to go back to Darkshore and finish Tower of Althalax. I am worried, though, that if we hit level 37, maybe this will go gray. It could. We've had it for a long time. Can you imagine going back to Darkshore at level 37? Well, we might be doing it. I'll have to look into this preserving knowledge. The quest doesn't really tell us where the Worn Leather Book is. We've had this quest for a long time. And when we got the quest, it was red. It's an elite quest now, and it's yellow. So if we can figure out what we have to do here, we could find a group. The Ruins of Alterac. Okay. So maybe it does tell us the location. I'll look into reading that one. And then back in Stranglethorn, we're going to have Panther Mastery still. We do need to find Dalaran still. And we have this elite quest. I'm hoping that when we hit 37, this Colonel Curzon will be yellow and we can find a group to take on this elite quest. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I like those open world elite quests where you have to form a 5-man group, but it's not a dungeon. It's something you can do in the open world. I think that's really neat. And it would be cool to see more elite villages like that in WoW where you can group up, and I'd even like to see some bosses in the elite villages. So we had the elite dwarf village a while back that we had to kill a bunch of elite dwarfs, and I think if they put like some rare spawns in elite villages and have them drop decent gear, that'd be a really cool overworld alternative to group content. You know, instead of having to go into an instance dungeon, just put some more elite villages out in the world for people to go into and explore and defeat bosses and mini bosses and get loot from. I think would be something that's pretty awesome. Aeon did that. I don't know if anybody's ever played that game, but that was one of the few good things about that game, was it had these really interesting open world, they called them elite villages, where just be sometimes it was a village, sometimes it was a cave or a cavern, but they weren't instanced off. It was just out in the open world. And you could go farm there for levels. You could fight the bosses to get loot. It was pretty interesting. Some King's Blood. We're at a level where things really aren't aggroing us here as much as they might have in the past. We'll see if we get onto a collision course with anything. I'm interested to see if he'll aggro. Oh, he did. Testing the limits. Sometimes you get a bunch of really nice crits, and sometimes you get nothing, and there's a significant feeling of difference between the kill speed when you know that you're just getting lucky with your crits. It's part of me likes it, part of me thinks it's a pretty huge variance in damage output from pull to pull. I wonder if I'm assuming that dual wield must also rely equally on crit. I'm not sure though. I wonder what's considered the more steady DPS output. If arms would be considered the more steady way of putting out damage, or if dual wield fury is the steadier way to put out consistent damage. Eventually we are going to try out dual wield, but right now I think it still costs me 7 gold to respec, so we're going to wait for time to pass and for that cost to come down. And when it comes down, oh, look at this guy's stealth right here. Let's just go ahead and get the jump on him, shall we? When the price of respecking comes down, I definitely plan to check out a dual wield spec. So on that note, if you have any ideas for a good dual wield spec, if you've built one or used one, I'd love to know about it. Because we'll be looking to do that as soon as we can afford to. Just to try it out. Just to try something new. We are only level 36, so it's going to be still a long road to 60, and I think it's a good idea to try new things and try to keep things fresh for us as far as combat, and then that way we get to learn about all the different sides of the warrior class, as opposed to just learning, you know, the one spec. We also need to find the Forsaken Courier at some point, which makes its way through part of this zone and I think part of Hillsbrad along the road. Oh, someone is actually saying, I've got the Courier in sight. That's interesting that people will call that out for everybody in general. We'll have to keep an eye on that because we might want to take advantage of that soon. If we don't just happen upon it, which, you know, we're hardly ever traveling on the road, which makes it less likely. Look at this, we got to grab this one and we didn't have to fight anything. Okay, so that is done, but bring them to the Stone of Inner Binding. I'm assuming that's the area down here to the south, so. Although I could be totally wrong, we'll find out. Not sure why it's still flashing red around the edges of my screen. Archer's Longbow. What did we get? That's a significant upgrade. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. And then we'll just vendor our old one. It doesn't have any stats on it, so, you know, we don't really need the damage. But keeping our bow current, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world for us. We do pull with it often. And if it does a little bit more damage on that initial shot, that can only help us out. So I think it's worth it just to equip new bows if we find a new bow. And we should be able to equip guns and crossbows as well. I'm fairly certain we have those trained. Yeah, guns. We don't have crossbows trained. I'm assuming that would be either Stormwind or it would have to be Stormwind, maybe Ironforge, but I think we trained guns in Ironforge. Some ogres. Boulder Fist ogres. Okay. I'm surprised we haven't had a quest over here to fight ogres. Those guys are level 32. I remember fighting Boulder Fist ogres when I originally leveled Horde here. If you believe that. 13 years ago that it might have been. I still remember fighting the ogres here. And there is a cavern where you go back into and there are more ogres. It's probably the one we can see on the map right north of us. Boulder Gore, yeah. Maybe we don't go there as Alliance. Alright, these guys also are level 39, so let's make our way in carefully. Someone has cleared here as well. This doesn't seem active for us. Oh, look, this one is. There's this pillar here that we can't do anything with. Except look at it, it looks cool. And then there's this. Let's do it while we're in the clear. This is a stone of inner binding. It is the strongest of the binding stones and must be unlocked for the others to be opened. Misriel speaks through the stone. You have done it. You have opened the stones of binding. I can feel the shackles about me loosen, and freedom draws ever closer. You are a noble warrior, my rescuer. There's our level. Breaking the keystone. Opening the stones of binding loosened much of my confinement, but a lock still holds me chained. It is the keystone you see amongst this circle of stones, and the key is held by one of my captors, the Stone Watcher Fosric. You must obtain that key, which the Stone Watchers call the Rod of Order, from Fosric, and use it to open the keystone. You have done so much to aid me. Just a little more, and my gratitude will shake the very foundations of the earth. Find and kill Forzik. Bring the Rod of Order to the keystone in Arathi Highlands. And I'm assuming this is the keystone, so we need to bring the Rod of Order. Where is this guy going to be at? Let's see if we can find out. Oh, that's a red elite quest, so we won't be doing that currently. Maybe we could find, while we're in the area, maybe we can find a group for Stormguard badges. Can't hurt to try. You never know. That would be something we could do. That would possibly be exciting. Other than that, I think if we can't find a group for that, it would be us heading back to Stranglethorn, potentially. I don't think there's anything else we can do here at the moment. Alright, well. I don't know that we have any other quests over there, but... Oh, look at that, he's right here. Let's look for more. Probably would help if we don't run our words together in general chat. Yeah, it would probably... Oh, look at that. Good, good. Could probably use at least 3, I would think. So what do we got now? We have... Oh yeah, a druid and a mage. Okay. Yeah. Talking in party chat. Definitely hit or miss. Sometimes I wish it would just be voice chat, but that would obviously be inconvenient for what I'm currently doing if we defaulted into a voice chat. You can heal if needed, that's good to know. I mean, we could do it with 3, it would just be easier with more. And it would help people get their quest complete if they're in the area and they need this. But if we have to do it with 3, we probably could. I don't see why not. But it looks like we're waiting on the druid a little bit anyway, so we'll see if anybody else wants an invite. Alright, it looks like we're going to go in with 3. And we are all here, so we should be ready to go. Probably be a good idea if we track this. And I really don't know if it matters where we start. I guess we can just pull something. I don't know what the drop rate's going to be, so that could be interesting. Couldn't get a good angle for a charge there. That's unfortunate. And these are the times that I just really miss having it interrupt. Oh, sheep. Oh, sheep. I'm glad the Voidwalker can bleed at least. Looks like we're getting an incoming heal. Perfect. Perfect. I could probably just taunt. I don't think I want to stay in defensive stance, but I could hold aggro and that would probably help out a lot. Or not a lot. It'll help out a little bit. I guess the mage is still going to pull aggro over us. I mean, that's to be expected if we're not properly tanking. I really don't want to take on multiple at a time, though, is my only real issue here. Oh, there we go. Well. I'm assuming that means he wants an invite if he's asking us if we're working on badges. I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe not. There's a badge. Okay. It's always nice when you get that first item and you can actually confirm that you're killing the right enemies. Oh, hello. Person I did not see. Well, these guys are disarming us. At least some of them are. The Prowlers can apparently disarm. No, we can't overpower because we're not wielding a weapon. Punch him in the head. There we go. We just need to be killing much quicker if we're all going to get 15 of these things anytime today. Which means we need to find some mobs that aren't being completely farmed out. Let's head back this way. And see if we can find somewhere to grab a few enemies safely. Like, you just look like you need help. He's on his own. I mean, this is the guy. But, oh look, we haven't looted. I guess nothing important on it anyway. That's the guy who whispered us, but I don't know. I guess he wants to solo it. That's his prerogative. Now, there aren't enemies over here, are there? No. I don't know my way around here very well, but unfortunately they seem to be letting me lead, which is kind of a mistake, but we'll figure it out. Two Sunders, you'd think that would hold her, but it didn't. We probably should have used sweeping strikes there as well. That would have been optimal. Well, we'd be able to execute if we were wielding our melee weapon. There we go. There's another druid. That will help us out a lot, I think. It's really good just to go into these with a full group if you could find the 5 people for it. Well, what do we have here? Nothing we need. See, this is great. So, you know, this is what I was talking about, what I was talking about, like an elite village, but I'd like to see, like, some bosses in here. Or something that drops significant loot. Look, we have too many things here, I think. Let's let him take that one. Let's grab these. Okay, well, we might survive this. Some of us might. We really need to get this caster down, though, because the caster for us is going to be what's going to cause some issues. And we don't have any interrupts, which is incredibly sad. I would really like to get sweeping strikes going. It just takes so much rage to do it. Alright, well, we came out okay. Well, it's not over yet. As he dodges every attack. Alright, let's bandage while we're out of combat for a second. So that was fun. More pulls like that, I guess, are what we can do here to speed things up. It seemed like everybody basically went so that was probably the extent of what we can handle. Let's let them get their mana back. This thing, I don't really want to charge in here, but I want rage, so. Oh, we're in combat, couldn't get a clear line, I guess. Oh, they're hiding these stealth guys like everywhere now. This is awesome. Let's go ahead and do this. And this. Where's the heal? There it is. Perfect. I need to be facing the right way, guys. When we're facing the wrong way, none of our attacks are going to hit. It looked like we were, like, spot on, but we weren't. As it turns out. This is not a great drop rate. I can safely say that. Oh, good. Let's get back here out of line of sight, shall we? Having nothing hitting me equals no rage. Let's just do this. And we do need to get sweeping strikes going. And we'll keep our finger on the fear button just in case we get too low. I think we're going to be okay. Yes, we have room for more. We definitely have room for more because it's a crappy drop rate. Can we go in here? Yes. Should we? I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get jumped in here, but... I guess taking out the Voidwalker first isn't the worst idea in the world. It just eliminates additional damage coming in. That guy really wanted to get out of here. Like, very badly. Nothing else to loot. Okay, I see you there. Yep, we're disarmed. That's why we have no rage coming in. This guy's still alive. And the Moonfire takes him out. Two dodges in a row. I can't believe that we've only gotten one item. I mean, that's the hard part for me to believe. Even amongst the world of bad drop rates, that's like exceptionally bad, but it's not being helped by being in a group. That's the kind of the weird thing about it is, oh look at this, more quest. Perfect. I would love to read these. We will probably have to wait until we've completed them, unfortunately. I wonder where they picked these up at. Mara's Cowl and Wanted, Auto, and Falcon Crest. If you guys want to read those now, you could probably pause that there, but we will read them when we're safely out of here, even though we'll probably already have completed them by that time. It's fine. Because we'll have to figure out where to turn them in. Which is difficult to do when you didn't pick the quest up originally. Well, this guy, oh god, I really can't afford to pull all the guys up there too. No, 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 no. Not what I wanted. Come on, let's line of sight this Magus. Did we get all of them? Tell me we didn't get all of them. We got enough to be downright intimidating, actually. There we go. Tranquility. I'm pretty sure nothing is hitting us right now, so... Oh, that's gonna pull all those guys. Oh, snap. Shit. Well, well, Falcon Crest is 40. Auto's, oh shit. Auto's 38. Maybe we just need to rethink this. Okay, no, no, no. Listen, guys. Auto on me. Falcon Crest on me. This guy back here? What is this guy's deal? Let's finish this guy off, please. Alright, alright. Now, if we just stay calm... No, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Yeah, I don't know about taking on a level 38 and a level 40 elite. It seems like we just get pounded into the dirt. I mean, that was an on-the-spot battle res, though. That was really nice. I don't think that... I don't know if we can do this or not. That guy murdered us. But we were pretty weak from fighting the other groups, so... But now the question is, can we get back in and actually get to our body without like being surrounded by a horde of people? We'll find out. All right, we're kind of back, but we have competition for the mobs here, unfortunately. Yeah, they're gonna pull this group, which is kind of crappy for us. We're gonna have to wait for the respawn if we want it. I'm not gonna get entangled because I don't want to get my group mates into combat. I do want to loot all the bodies. Apparently I won't get a chance to loot that one. Let's hope there weren't any items on it that we needed. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait on the respawn there. Are there any other guys anywhere else that we could fight in this place? Because we need other guys. I don't know that I want to be all the way up here, and I don't see any enemies anyway. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea just to wait in here. That's probably not effective. I'd rather keep defeating things outside than waiting for them to respawn. But if that's what they want to do, let's see if I can get any of them to follow us out. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they want to wait on the respawn. Alright, while we're waiting for the respawn, let's check out these two quests that we picked up. Wanted Mara's Cowl. Bring Mara's head to Captain Niles at Refuge Point. A bounty has been placed on the head of Mazarin Cowell, a high-level advisor and operative of the Syndicate. She was last seen within the Syndicate-controlled territory of Stormguard. Bounty may be collected from Captain Niles. Be warned, Maris is a skilled and cunning warlock, known for her trafficking with demons. Extreme caution is advised when hunting her. And then Otto and Falconcrest. Bring Otto's head and Falconcrest head to Captain Niles at Refuge Point. Stormguard Militia has placed bounties on the heads of Lord Falconcrest and his bodyguard Otto. Falconcrest heads the Syndicate's efforts in the Arathi Highlands, and his death would cause a major disruption in those efforts. His bodyguard Otto, although not a strategic target, is a fierce opponent and has killed dozens of our defenders. Their bounties may be collected from Captain Niles. And we can get a wrist upgrade for this one, so that's good. And they all turn in back in Refuge Point, which makes things really easy on us. The hard part is going to be waiting for the respawns. Well, we've got Falconcrest up. Let's take him now before Otto respawns. That would be the smart thing to do. Oh yeah, look at that, Otto's back there. Alright, so that worked out perfectly. God, this guy is pretty beefy. We've got the other tank, he's got a sword and board on, so he's tanking this one. And it is a good thing that we filled up our group. We probably wouldn't have even got these quests shared with us, and we definitely wouldn't have been able to take these guys out with a group of 3 people. Oh my god, he's on the mage, he's on the mage! Yeah, that's mage aggro. That mage almost got annihilated. Falconcrest head. And now let's go ahead and take on this guy. I guess we could have waited for the druid to mana up. Oh, we got an ad back here. Oh good, he sheeped him. Perfect, perfect. Alright, let's keep an eye on the sheep. It looks like it'll probably stay sheeped until Otto is down, but just to make sure nothing awful happens to our caster back there. I say, did we miss? We must have missed. Alright, let's get Otto's head. Let's not forget that. So both those quests complete, or, well, Otto and Falconcrest complete. Where is Mara's Cowl? Alright, well, we can continue on the lookout for Mara's Cowl as we head out here. and take... Oh, look at this. We're already in combat down here. I think that this Stormguard Badges quest is going to take us a considerable amount more time than I thought to complete. So, you know, this is something that might take more time than is interesting. Because what, we have one right now. We've already killed a ton of these guys, so... We'll see if they actually start dropping for us anytime soon. I mean, at least we're killing elites and getting a decent amount of kill experience, so... It's not totally wasted. Even if it takes us practically forever to get all the items. But I think what we'll do is we'll just take a break here and I will wrap up these badges and see if anything interesting happens. If we find Mazerum... Oh, look at that. That's a lot of guys. If we find Mazerum, then I can loop back in. If not, we can always get another group together for that one, but we'll see. I'm asleep. What did it start off as? 8 seconds? Alright, perfect. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any thoughts, criticisms, judgments, ideas. Let me know about your own playthroughs. Let me know your feelings about BlizzCon. Are you excited this year? What do you think, if anything, they're going to announce for Classic? I'm just really excited to find out. And when we come back, we'll turn in Otto's and Falcon Crest head. And hopefully by the time we come back we'll have all these badges and we'll be able to get that turned in as well. And we'll see if we can't find Mazerum and complete that wanted poster as well. Until next time guys, take care and wish me luck.